Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Hi.
Surprisingly good watch, and I've said this to everybody else who really didn't get this one. Mid-90s Pauly Shore had a hell of a run with Son-in-Law, Encino Man, Jury Duty, In the Army Now, and Biodome, and they're all watchable.
What a time, you know, good for him. And I think he's still, I mean, what does that do to your brain when you get successful movie after successful movie? Who knows? We'll find out. Well, we're seeing it in real time. Apparently, I think he still wants to go back to making a bunch of movies and being very successful all the time, and I hope it happens in some weird way. I hope he comes, I hope Pauly Shore comes back in a very dramatic way.
As a dramatic actor.
Yes.
He'll play some kind of like serial killer in a movie. All right.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Dude, Biodome, Encino Man.
Yep.
Son-in-Law.
Yep.
What was the one where he becomes like a businessman? Which one's that?
There's
or that's
Jury Duty.
Oh, Jury Duty. That's the one. Yeah, I was thinking
In the Army Now.
In the Army Now.
And Goofy Movie. The dude had a run. Yeah. Like people keep talking about Jim Carrey's 1994 run, like into 96, 97, 98, and it's top notch. But you're forgetting 92 to 96 with Pauly Shore, which was this like he was kind of holding it down.
No, but I'm good. I've been here, sitting right here, for 5 months now.
You look great.
Yeah, like kind of a hibernation thing.
I am excited to have you on the show for a number of reasons. One, big fan, love what you do. I laughed the hardest during your streamy stand-up. I thought it was great, even though everybody else couldn't take it.
Thank you.
Dude, it was so next level. Like, the jokes were 10 out of 10, but you were giving them to people that haven't learned how to laugh at themselves yet. It was incredible.
I think that's just been going around the last 4 years or so. We've lost our sense of humor.
I don't feel like I'm going out on a limb and saying this. If you watched his run from, let's see here, 92 to 96, you're going to be entertained. He did Encino Man, Son-in-Law, In the Army Now, a Goofy Movie, Jury Duty, and Biodome.
I've only heard, I mean, I've seen a Goofy Movie, but I've only heard of Encino Man and Biodome. I don't know any of those other movies.
I dare you to do it.
You know what? I'm going to do a Pauly Shore marathon after this. Watch all of them in a row.
Yeah, do that like you do your Cheez-It videos. Just,
exactly. Let's watch Pauly Shore's filmography in one shot.
Nobody's made that video. It's yours, man. Do it.
Yeah, I think people are clamoring for that. That's going to do really well.
Here's an example. Off of the dome, off of the Oh, look at that! Keanu Reeves and vampires, and also they really like jazz and Emma Stone. What is it?
No idea.
What is it?
No idea.
Come on. Gary Oldman. Big ol' ugly vampire. Keanu Reeves is in that movie for some reason.
I have no idea.
You know the second one. Jazz and Emma Stone.
La La Land.
Yeah, it's Bram Stoker's Dracula. Yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
I watched The Matrix the other night.
It's so good. Still, I love it. Love it.
So good. So violent. Forgot how violent. So many guns. It was before people were like, guns aren't cool, and then you're like, oh, this is when people were like, yeah,
guns are pretty cool.
Yeah.
It wasn't so much hyper violence as it was just cool violence.
Just cool. Yeah. Oh, the all black. It's wonderful. It's so great. Anyway,
the thing is just cool. Everybody in it is so cool. Every actor,
everyone's
just like,
cool.
oh.
And the creature effects are like unprecedented. Like no one's ever been able to do anything really like it again. Like
they've stupid.
And people have tried. But the creature design is so bizarre and strange, and I've never seen anything like it. I just love it so much.
Yeah. Descent was my favorite scary movie for a long time. That movie is awesome.
Dude, it messes you up.
That movie fucks hard.
and I just found out, mostly, if not all, shot on a stage.
What?
Like a sound studio. Yeah. Isn't that insane?
I guess it makes sense. It makes sense because probably none of the shots required more than like
10 feet, 10 square feet of like set stuff. That's the type of movie where I watch it and I don't have kids, but I'm like, I don't know if I can handle having kids. Like that's scary.
Yeah. There's an extra layer of caution once the
yeah, I'm like, that's terrifying.
In researching The Descent a little bit, I didn't know this. That whole movie was shot on like that famous sound stage in London. What's the big one?
Oh,
everybody films at?
or Leavesden or Pinewood. Yeah, that's so really damn. I thought that was like real locations and shit.
And then Shayne made a good point. It's like, well, I guess if you're just shooting dark shit in a hole and that's all you're seeing, easy to shoot.
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves hanging out with vampires that love jazz and Emma Stone.
Dracula La Land.
Yes! But if you want the real points, you say Bram Stoker's Dracula La Land. Here we go, everybody. We got great guests!
That was my brother. That was my brother. He had a poster of Donnie Darko in his bedroom. We don't have those types of people anymore. Like, this era needs that because we only have like, there's people who are like Joker. And I guess that's kind of the closest, but that's because it's like violent and crazy. We need those like people who are all into the like experimental, like thinky movies. We don't really have those anymore.
Hereditary was the last one, probably. And
I don't know.
Hereditary's
Hereditary's more like just straight horror. I'm talking like
Oh,
there used to be just weird movies that everyone was into. They were into it because it didn't make sense.
It's about a murderous dog or giant dog or something.
Yeah, so this dog gets,
oh,
basically, it's actually kind of a tragic tale because he gets rabies, his mind starts to go, and he goes from this lovable dog to just this murderous, rampaging thing that can't control itself.
Man, I don't know jack shit about horror movies. Man,
dude, you know Josie and the Pussycats, though.
Yeah, that's what's important. Yeah, yeah. I know my Archie Comics characters, for sure.
During this year, with all the time I've had, I decided to do a John Carpenter run where I watched every John Carpenter movie ever made. His is actually, if I was ever going to recommend watching all of director's work, he's the best because his movies are all over the place. So you're not getting repetitive because you'll watch Halloween, and then you're watching Escape from New York, and then you're watching They Live, and they're all kind of different, and they're all hilarious. Highly recommend it.
They Live is
They Live is
bonkers.
so funny. That movie is so ahead of its time. It has memes in it. The fight scene is a meme.
Oh, wait. Oh, again, Elliot, he actually one-upped me on accident on this one. Took him forever to get Cujo, and then he just said things that came to his mind at that point. Only things separating terrified, blah, 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 murderous, pooch, blah, blah, doors over their Ford Pinto, and in their Ford Pinto while hiding Jews in their Jewish girl in their attic during World War II.
Cujojo Rabbit.
Yeah, it's so much better.
That's really good. No, but you know, Cujosie and the Pussycats is fun.
Mom, Dad, it's me, Thomas. Where do I start?
Project X was way too big for what it was.
This is supposed to be a small get-together. I wanted to be cool for one night. You know, I wanted girls to notice me.
Like, that was a phenomenon when it came out for people, because I was like...
Then things got a little out of control.
I want to say I was like 18 or 19 when it came out.
You were the person that was supposed to care. Did you care?
Tonight's about the girls we never had a shot at. Tonight's about changing the game.
It was targeted. Of course I went and saw it in theaters with a bunch of friends. I don't know, I feel like it was just not a great movie. It just kind of was. But it was so amped up. Like, the soundtrack for that was like the music that played for a while.
The marketing blew it up. That wasn't even supposed to be its title. It was like a working title, and everybody was like, that working title's really cool. Maybe that should be it.
Blair Witch Project and Project X are actually the same movie because they marketed it exactly the same.
I just want to apologize to Mike's mom and Josh's mom and my mom. I am so sorry because it is my fault. because it was my project.
So you had Project X, which is too bad because I got my high school experience was Blair Witch Project. I got to experience that pre-internet, pre-anybody knowing about it, and got my shit freaked out.
What? I didn't see Blair Witch Project when it came out. I didn't watch it until like 2012, I think I watched it. So it was and it's honestly just not scary when you know what it is, because you're just like, oh, this is just whatever. And also, so many things have come out since that movie that have improved. I mean, Paranormal Activity just improved on it. But I remember when it came out, I was so little that just hearing about it scared the shit out of me. Because I only saw the trailers and I only heard my brothers being like, bro, it's apparently real. Oh my God, they apparently found it. And so me, an 8-year-old, being like,
I'm so scared.
There's a fucking witch? Like, I just...
Want an example? Too bad. Here it is. Keanu Reeves in Vampires That Love Jazz and Emma Stone. What is it?
Bram Stoker's Dracula La
Did you say Bram Stocks? Did you say Bram Stocks?
I forgot what it was.
No! It's Bram Stoker's Dracula La Land, everybody. Here we go.
All right, here's the bonus one that I dropped. And I don't know the second movie enough, but I'm gonna pull it out of my ass. Justin Long, double Justin Long.
Oh, a double Justin.
Justin Long tries to survive a evil creature that harvests the body parts of other people to make his own body, which is a young high schooler boy who's connected to the Greek gods, and he happened to take electricity bolts from them.
Is it, Oh, Jeepers Creep Percy Jackson. Oh, fuck, what's it called? Percy Jackson, then the Lightning Thief?
Yes, mostly. It's Percy Jackson. It's Jeepers Creep Percy Jackson and the Olympians, the Lightning.
Oh, God, that is way too... Yeah. Okay, all right.
Nobody watched that. I didn't know what it was about.
Yeah.
Jeepers Creepers.
Yeah.
And then, Jeepers Creep Percy Jackson.
And the Olympians, the Lightning Thief. Jeepers Creep Percy Jackson and the Olympians, the Lightning Thief.
Thanks for inviting me onto your show.
Oh, of course, anytime. Do you remember when I interviewed you on stage?
Yes. That was really fun.
Yeah, I went into that not knowing anything other than that I was a big fan and I was a little starstruck, so shut up. Leave me alone.
No way. That's so funny because I was just thinking of Barrettes and Beretta the other day. The Mother's Day video is... I mean, at this point, it's lore. It's iconography. But
I can't handle those words from you, but I appreciate
it. Good shit. Yeah, Barrettes and Beretta. What a throwback. But also, yeah, I love Valleyfolk too. And congrats on winning that show. What the hell? Are you serious?
Like a year ago now. Like a legit a year ago.
Yeah, but it hasn't been any time since we've been in quarantine. So basically, that was last week.